Lunalight deck, and what are the rear comments at what are okay.
Comebacks.
Yeah, this could just be
Yeah,
competitive level, but now we're going to break out Starless here in the finals after
hay que ganar para planchar la camisa, pero
the 2025 World Champion.
yeah, well,
Playing fantastically this weekend. He may
Hey,
have brought the
the
top dog
meta
meta
deck,
deck, but he's definitely put his own unique spin on it, and
it
it
has been paid
vamos a ver que estamos en la final.
against
this
Lunalight
strategy. I mean, obviously, maybe you can't answer that big monster, that big Liger Dancer, but you can prevent your monsters from being destroyed. Will that be enough if the Liger Dancer hits the field? We seem to see such crowd gathering already yesterday. We had a lot of amazing matches in the digital side of things as we crown the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Speed Duel champion in Sniffus from European region. And give it up for Sniffus, our champion for Speed Duel. But then, of course, representing instead the Duel Links Rush Duel category, all the way from Japan, Yume Ara Sensei. There he is in the crowd, of course. Great cloud of applause, deservingly so, as he was our champion for Rush Duel. And then, as a team effort, also representing the European region, Master Duel was won by Team Ragnarok. But now there is one trophy. There is the trophy inside. You can all watch. He's gonna go to one.
Or was it the time to real?
Be Julian. Is it gonna be Tom? I'm gonna do this already. Let's jump into action.
Ok, tenemos la final. Vanquish Soul K9 contra Lunalight. Así que a ver,
one last time here at the 2025 World Championship. It's
It's
going
gonna
to
be
be
a
a
three.
roll from Tom and a
Five from Jeez.
dadito. Me hicieron el duelo 3. Yo pensé que iba a ser por el tercer lugar, pero no lo hicieron.
Go first.
Yeah, clear crowd
Ya quieren terminar esta cosa.
representing France and NA, and the French crowd are absolutely loving it.
Let's see
Some of this players be main space, it seems. It is that Raza.
Okay.
Julian's hand in this top 8.
Raza and Policy are showing his best.
friends this weekend.
And the big soul Raza is going to be able to down the hand. Did he make yourself not so proud?
La probabilidad de que gane el Vanquish. Una gran probabilidad de que gane el Vanquish.
But we saw the Feovalos coming down from Tom. Probably
Only one of the few interruptions, but it's blocks. Ash blocks the joyous string, it's Stop Tom and his tracker. And
La preferimos, pero el Vanquish Soul, así que
yes, he used it indeed at the
same time, this is one less fire master in the end from Julian, and that might complicate things in terms of attributes. Yeah, it doesn't look that operated for him just yet. He's added that browser that back to the hand, gonna replenish enough of the bias. Got the Holy Seer, I think that's the goal 9. I mean, we've mentioned it. He is the player that has included the most copies of this card in his deck, and now, as Billy was saying, these Isura is going to be special summon right away, and then the G9 monster really dead.
no sé si fue la mejor opción. Bueno, no, sí, tenés que esperar el fuego. O sea,
It's devastating when you activate your hand interaction and it gets negated. meaning you
pero le salió Rasen. Bueno,
were trying to do
no se podía hacer Rasen.
then gets all the benefit.
Pero bueno, le salió Rasen, le salió Izuna.
Ask for a better start here for Julian.
Tenía buen combo, tenía buen combo. Vamos a ver. Y ganó el dado, o sea, el dado ya le hace gran diferencia.
I think
I
he
think
was
it's
just
finding
reminding
Tom
that he's
already showed this
time.
Ripper is going to add a copy of the 9 joke bowl from the hand. makes a lot of sense. And as mentioned, that we can set the first release already.
Just an incredible start here. Ollie soon can be coming down there. So Rosin's episode 2 the first.
We have a fighter and the unknown, so we can go and reveal those two.
Do we have the
It's
second
that they get to 7. He goes for Mad Love. Have to go for Mad Love. You want to make sure you have access to the Vanquish Soul starts. You can have access to the Vanquish Soul Dust Devil. Julian just got everything he could have possibly wished for. There's just no way to imagine this game on going better for him than right now. All the Vanquish Souls at his disposal. All the Canines at his disposal. Not one card down already. I thought absolutely nothing. I'll go for it. Era que no le salió nada para pararlo el Lunar Rain.
And Heavy Borger is going to be activated next, returning the Holly Suit back to the hand. Heavy Borger
Okay.
is going to reveal a dark here to allow Julian to draw another card. He's going to reveal
That joke will be already uses in the hand. This deck is operating at maximum efficiency. It is hard to stop for any strategy. But Tom may have some cards in his deck that he has a ton of cards we've already seen on screen that are really useful. And ay, yo creo que si van a fregar algo en la lista, va a ser la Holy Suit.
with this great hand that he's been given.
Yeah, he wants to sequence it as carefully as possible. He wants to give himself the best
chance,
the
maximum
number of
number of
interruptions, the
maximum resilience cards involved with the clips, right, and still Dark Blue and Evolve.
Now here comes the draw.
Off the Heavy Borger. And they've seen just how much this deck can do when interrupted. It has been the case already in the previous matches. And it's a scary feeling now.
Joko Master Joko, no es la primera vez que lo hace este maje.
Most likely, you know, on those
Field
field-breaking
spells, but it's gonna be enough against what?
Se le adelanta, okay.
Not only do you see the first release, most
likely
likely
there's no
damage
damage.
gonna be there.
So something like a Dark Blue and no more doesn't actually shut down.
Porque el Lantern no tiene espacio, sí.
And we saw the Jokels come down, and a Jokel added a
Copy of the K9 engine. They mentioned Julian is on a heavier K9 engine in his Vanquish Soul strategy. And when you fall like this, it is so much more devastating to the opponent. Gotta get that start not even used yet. Julian's hand is absolutely overflowing at this point in time. You have 6 rounds in hand. 2 rallies online. These 2 level 5 monsters are going to be overlaid. Probably, but I could only think of a Nash type. Tiene que quiere parar el Nash. Para Taos Nash. No creo, yeah.
Nash Knight, such an amazing card, both on his own and when upgraded to the
C104.
Yeah, C104 Umbral Horror
Masquerade is an excellent card, and going to see the effect of being activated rigged up into the Chaos version here of Nash Knight. Oh. Yep, there it is. And then the next
Va a poner Dios solo.
C104 is underneath. He can go into that Umbral Horror in
in
attack
attack position this time.
Pretty
It
fearless,
says,
putting it
again,
in attack mode after
after we've
seeing
seen lightning storms
on
on the
screen.
side.
But let's just go for it.
Well,
Haven't seen any from Tom
fine.
just yet.
And at the end phase, Vanquish Soul starts going to set a Vanquish Soul trap, and it's going to be that Vanquish Soul Dust Devil. It's interesting. It's devastating on its own, not to mention all the other numerous numbers of interaction he has put out.
Bueno, está bien, o sea, se concentra más en poner la trampa que en hacer un tercer XYZ.
I feel like this smile has to be forged, but first up we have Fire Formation T could be activated. See if this proc can do anything. Okay, we're gonna read it.
Thank you, maje.
Don't be too familiar with the card. And anyway,
There is no time in the podcast.
Are we really
He gonna respond to the tank key.
He is going to use at least well here to
Turn
this Ripper into a werewolf. It's a full moon.
Definitely an interesting.
Esto es thank you. Okay.
That is it, actually. Tom has seen enough. Picking up his
This cars cannot do anything about this overload. Wow.
Yeah, just absolutely a display of masterclass.
Pues en el primero. En el primer duelo.
Pretty much worst case scenario when you have something like
Oof.
Mulcharmy Fualos, like that maybe will be able to stop your
Opponent's plays, but they have the Ash Blossom. You activated the boxer effect from the him, and then it's just a snowball from there.
Yeah. At that point, you'd rather not kill the whole.
Really, truly.
Yeah, it was an absolutely crazy opener. Thought Julian there, and to be honest, it's just one of those games, you know, sometimes your opponent just has it all. They have everything they could need to check all of your cards, and you've just got to pack up your cards, shuffle them out, go to game 2, try not to let it affect you. And say, okay, you know, he won the die roll, he got to go first, he had his absolutely optimal stuff, so let's see if I can do anything about it now in the next 2 games.
Yeah, and this also here's
Sama época ahora. Está comenzando el Luna Link. Y la Tiger es más joder. Joder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
goodbye,
Full
Fualos.
That's right. I mean, it's too needed. Yeah, even if you need an additional reason to get it on. But now, please go to reverse. We have mentioned the hour.
De duelos, o sea, más rápido full duelos. Y tenía la Ash, pues, o sea, hay 3 Ash, hay 3 full duelos.
Any matchup.
Solo es la probabilidad de ver qué es lo que te sale.
Yeah, but what Tom's going to be looking for is hopefully Julian
Yeah.
doesn't draw Holly Sue, and maybe he can find
Es eso, simplemente probabilidad de que te sale y que no.
He has cards like Droll and Lockbird in the side deck, something that could be quite
Quite
useful.
useful.
Because Vengeful is a strategy
to add the
bunch of
cards from the deck to the hand.
But
But
at
at the same
side,
side, if he has the draw and uses it, that also turns on Izuna, which doesn't need to add anything. It sends from the deck to the graveyard, brings back Lucas. So it could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, draw Lockbird, a card that you definitely think about when you play against Vanquish Soul K9 as to how powerful it is. That's up to Tom to decide in his side deck. Is it in there for that reason? I guess we will find out if we see it. But yeah, I mean, once more, Tom, he's gonna be on the losing side, back against the wall. Can he find a way out once more? He has done it plenty of times this weekend already. He has been there in the past. He has always found a way to fight back hard, and I think he's gonna try his best. But Julian now only one game away from having this third back-to-back North American representative taking it, and especially also that free player sneaking in and then taking out the top seats. Let's see, I think they're gonna try their best to stay in this, and maybe we'll see yet another game 3 today.
Yeah, that's right. We can't have a short-term memory. If we just were back to our previous semifinal match, that was between Tom and Roselli. Tom lost that game at number 1, and he was still able to bounce back and win 2 and 3. Same way here in the finals. The blue light deck is just so much stronger when he gets the opportunity to go first.
Yeah, for sure. Well, reminding you know, right? Game 3, in a similar way, there was a draw up there, and then Tom using his engine to overcome all the defenses. Maybe we could.
Además, está parando mucho ya.
If you're a fan of Tom. Absolutely, I mean,
And that's a power shot.
he's got a lot of supporters, obviously, in this room. We've heard the crowd support a little bit more.
Julian, rightfully so, but he has a lot on his side as well. And even back home, of course, he's one of the best players in Europe. He has been for a lot of years. And I'm sure, you know, he's deserving of a chance. And he's going to have, no matter what, you know, the right to call himself among the top 2 best players of this year in all of the world. But now you can see it, getting focused, getting in the zone. He knows that this does not matter anything. At the end of the day, you're close champion when you win 2 games. You don't get an extra trophy for going 2-0. And so he will try his best to fight back and get us into game 3.
Yeah, he's gonna have to stay mentally strong. You've mentioned this is not his first finals. He's made a couple finals previously and fallen just short, and now being down the game, he's gonna have to shake that up. Not think like, oh no, I've been here before. We've seen this story. but maybe he's going to be able to bounce back and make his way into becoming the world champion.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, he has been here before, so on the one hand, that might be a tough experience, but on the other hand, he's been here before, and he knows he has that resilience. We've seen it all the way through the top 8 in situations that looked pretty bad for him, but he just kept his cool. He played to the best of his ability. He put his opponent on better have it, better have this, better have that, otherwise I'm going to win, and he did win. Yeah, and kept his composure in the past. Has also been on the other side where he was the one winning game 1 in the finals. And then he has seen, the opponent crawl back. So he knows maybe that's a possibility. And I think, although that can be not the best of memories, if you look on this side, you must have learned some precious lesson from there and took it to his advantage. And I'm sure that he has done. He has mentioned that this was his dream, just like any other player in the world. The dream is to just sit down and have a chance at this one single match. I think you can share the same feeling, Billy.
Yep, sometimes you're in the finals, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them, but he's going to have to lock in here for game number 2.
And this time he will get a chance to do it by going first. Can Tom turn this spin around? We are ready, so let's jump back into action for game 2.
I can see from both these duelists showing nothing but respect for their
Negro.
It's gonna be main phase. Do we have
Jugarlos.
From Julian, not quite. It seems that we can
enter the main phase?
There's some useful cards there. Let's see how Tom is going to navigate his.
Jugarlos. Inhibido. Tiene la mano. Ajá.
Julian placing his
Cards on the
field.
field.
Once more foolish
I mean, having a really hard spell, but it's pretty straightforward. And we are going to use a super. This the way the next series is going to happen.
Muerta.
Wow.
PC Wu, it shifted for the win.
Julian locked in, staring his opponent down. No emotion. He knows he could be good.
Good. He can't get too excited just, but this is a huge card here.
Incredible card shutting down completely the foolish burial goods. And now I think the plan must be, can we make maybe a babushka? Can we end in there somehow?
He's just going to dump the Serenade Dance to the banishment, so down a card already.
That shift is absolutely devastating. Been limited to 1 copy and for very good reason. It's such a powerful card. Usually,
When it was at 3, everyone
had their plan. What do I do if I get hit with this dimension shifter? But I think the 1 copy kind of pulls out of your mind a bit. There's not really that many decks playing with it, but it's so dead.
Pero bueno, sí, casi nadie juega Shifter, o sea, no tiene sentido banearlo porque
3 and passing the turn.
Wow, it's a complete pass here from Tom. But can
Then Julian find a way to play the game.
no le salió Angel, sí.
we see a lot of
Interruptions possibly from in. Can he have something? He passes back here.
No play from Julian. The dimension
Sí.
is now over.
And here we go. You would take this trade, Tom. You traded 1 card for the shifter, but now you get a battle phase even on your wave. What is going on in this final? Both duelists not really able to play an attack deck.
But Jokel, does Tom have anything?
Oh, ¿qué es eso?
There's the black code.
The black code,
Just
okay.
behind Jokel. Keep them in the hand.
Yeah, take 1 extra turn. Is
It's most likely gonna be a pass now from Julian. I guess he could technically go and normal, but
Wow.
I get it.
that's a pass. Can Tom find anything?
Maybe phase 1, it's going to be foolish. This is going to resolve.
That's a great card to start things off. Possibly special summoning a Leo from deck, but let's see if Julian has a response.
Bueno, ya le salió todo el siding, me fregué.
this
Yo por eso uso Shifter de main, sinceramente. Pero
He's having a good
le salieron los 2 Nibiru y los 2 Fugalos.
silver hand. Yes, he is.
No, tiene dos Fugalos, un Nibiru.
Fuvalos. It is the Fuvalos.
Does Tom have a responsible charming falls?
Does he have his signature card?
He
Field.
has that Blossom and Joy Spring. It's
Cadena,
not
otro
gonna go in the
Fuvalos.
grave, but it's at least going to stop Julian from drawing into more cards. And now,
Now
the
the
Silver
Silver
Hound
Hound
is going to
is
special
gonna
summon a Luna Light monster
Bueno,
from the deck.
sí, puede, ¿no?
What a game so far. Also got
Tiene 5.
Black Goat
O sea que
last
tiene un Fuelos,
yard,
un
also
Nibiru,
extra
no, 2 Nibiru, un Fuelo, 2 Nibiru.
could check
Y 2
for
Choco.
Holly Sue, even if Julian picks one up.
No podían encadenar el otro Fuelo.
What a game this has been. Such a roller coaster of emotion. We thought it could have been all over
Just with that dimensional shifter, but then a bit of from both sides, and now it's Tom who is playing back.
Oh, es Purulia. Ok, era Purulia.
So he sent the Kaleido Chick, and then the Gold Leo was able to add the Kaleido Chick
Back
back
to his hand.
He really only has to special summon
Or summon a monster from his hand one time, but even one card when Julie doesn't have anything to play with could mean everything. If Tom doesn't find a way to get the Liger,
Este era Purulia, no Fuelos. Entonces tenía un Fuelo en la Purulia, 2 Nibiru y 2 Choco.
There are a lot of huge ones
Possibly from Julian.
That
Look like an Izuna to me. Izuna! Izuna's gonna be activated here. That's special summon to the field.
Perfecto. Ajá, mira Lupus.
You just activate the Black
Qué buen
Goat,
pull, qué buen pull.
all Lupus, you stay calm. That monster cannot use its effect after you've used the Black Goat
But you
last.
must do it now, and
Tom sees this line, he calls the Lupus, shutting down this play.
So he
won't be able to exceed summon here on Tom's turn.
Now
I'm gonna check out.
Ahí está cargada la cosa.
Send a Luna Light monster from the deck to the graveyard to copy the name.
The name is
It's
gonna be Yellow Martin. Yellow Martin's going to return that old Leo to the hand. Do you expect to summon spell?
Estaba perdiendo el Lupus, ¿sí? Pero si sabías que tenía el Black Oak. Bueno. Supongo que tenía que intentarlo, al menos. Tiger King.
Yeah, it has been a while since that card has been on a future match, but it does so to
¿Será el Nibiru?
get you into the rest of this, and
No, y Ultimate. Muy bonito, muy bonito.
If Julian can read German.
I think he's wondering about the lock
Locking the Silver Hound, but the card that was locked with the Silver Hound was the Gold Leo that got returned to the hand. So he is able to overlay for this Xyz monster.
Me da gusto que se me poner las cartas juntas, está seteada, las pueden cambiar.
yes, we are asking for a translation here from Julian, as fair as it is.
Yep, just gonna get a quick clarification here before this. Tiger King is able to set a Fire Formation Tiki from the deck. It has a lot of words, but
Explícate, eso no es.
your Fire like 3 Fire Formations on your side of the field. It's not doing much more. It does everything I know except to negate all your opponent's monsters.
No, it's yeah, I'm important to detach. That way you get another Moonlight into the grave, so you detach and then you negate the effect of that base that monster on the field. Yeah, and also what's relevant is usually this kind of effects only last until the end of your turn, but it's action until the end of your opponent's turn. So for example, that Lupus would be useless even the next turn to, use the quick effects. Or something of course they want to know, but yeah, as we mentioned, the last effect definitely not relevant. Only gonna be Blink Tanky in this deck.
It used to come up.
It used to, yeah, absolutely.
When I was a younger man, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when we were
Será Quicks. Quick, no me acuerdo si es ¿verdad?
I mean, obviously you are in the final, one game away from being
world champion, you don't make a mistake because you haven't studied German, I guess.
Tiger King, vamos a ver.
That's what they tell you at school. They say
Say
you've got to learn your German well enough, otherwise
Oh,
you'll
so
lose in
there's
the
the World Championship final. So, yeah, that your teachers tell you.
Nothing wrong with double checking the card type.
But yeah, cuando esta carta es convocada por el setup, puedes tener una Fire Formation de deck. Una vez por turno, ok, una vez por turno de efecto. Le quitamos material, le añadimos los efectos de todos los motos de la priva, que actualmente están en el campo. excepto bestia guerrero, hasta el final del turno de tu oponente. Ok.
Yep, here it is. Advantage to Tom right now. Gonna
Start resolving some effects. Very important that he can detach a material to get something in the graveyard if he needs to. Or remember to not summon too many monsters under that.
The player actually definitely wants to get that Yellow Martin back in the graveyard. Well, actually, he used to add polymerization potentially from his deck in the hand. Does so much more than just that in the Lunalight strategy, but gonna detach the Collider chick. Another one you're gonna want to bring back from the graveyard as well.
Yeah, as mentioned, that the dodge is important, negating everything until the end of the opponent's turn, and now we can add the secret polymerization. There it is, polymerization, not only relevant in this Pokemon, has been relevant also over in Duel Links.
Oh yeah, we talked about Monster Report being an old card. Polymerization is right up there with it.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, like it's a set. Yeah, same set. Yeah, Lunalight Tiger bringing back that Collider chick.
Now still so much. I also we have
Yo pensé que ya lo tenía ganado con el Shifter, pero no le salió play. El brother también le salieron todas las antras pegadas. Overside le salió pegado al mago.
Oh, but here comes Nibiru, the
Okay.
primal being.
Ya sabíamos que lo tenía.
Is it now the
Is it too
correct
early?
time? That's what I'm wondering as well.
He has the Yellow Martin still that can come back by bouncing the Tiger.
Tiger, and that would result in
Oh, jeez, hey, Book of Eclipse,
gonna quickly trade anything off field.
this is so fitting because this is exactly the way in which he lost his final. He lost the final to Samir with this exact play of the Book of Eclipse. And when I say you learn from your losses, this is exactly what I mean. Doesn't get much more poetic than this, does it?
Now the perfume dancer is going to add a little like perfume. The Yellow Martin is used to the material, so it's going to add back the polymerization from the graveyard. The Yellow Martin is still stuck underneath that Tiger King, though, so he's going to have to find a way to get that in the graveyard. He wants to utilize Tiger again, but the perfume dance also has that additional effect that can return a Lunalight card back to your hand, so he already has an opportunity to use that Tiger in their full man. Back the Kaleido chick to the field, ready to use its effect yet again, putting another fusion monster into the graveyard. Can't quite see what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I can only assume it's the Leo dancer to that get into the Liger dance and possibly just a few moments from now. And
Le dio dancer.
Easy to do, and that's gonna
be a lot of damage. And I don't see how Julian can stop it.
Yeah, here comes the wolf. The hero already, but you're right much of it. What kind of hard out that in the different field this threatening? Well, I have all those monsters.
Porque no es difícil el mago, sinceramente, porque
all of it now, but it's tough to imagine.
Three of them are also
So
known
no, because we know double trouble is in the end, and then one is Nibiru, only one more card, which means those bankers should not do anything. And I'm pretty sure, as we can see here, we are gonna get into that final fusion. The Liger Dancer, we might be moments away from getting into a game 3 here, as we are able to just...
sí, la tiene difícil el mago.
And once again, yeah.
The Kaleido chick is banished, so
So, back anything to the battle phase, gonna destroy those cells and attack. And we're going to again number 3. Wow.
Venía Ash, no fue.
absolutely incredible. You couldn't write a
Better story.
Aunque Tempo abajo se considera, bueno, sí, hasta que se voltean, siguen siendo monstruos, vamos a ver, especial. Hasta que se voltean, que ya son...
From all of Tom's test playing partners who got him here with the meta call.
A deck that wasn't on the radar with Lunalight, with the top meta deck that Julian brought to team. This is what is most powerful when it draws at its best, and just an absolutely incredible battle of two dueling titans.
Absolutely, and as already mentioned, I mean, every single one watching thought the game might have been over as soon as we saw that dimension shifter getting changed to the foolish Puriel goods, that one-off shifter. But then, just the lack of engine. We mentioned it, sometimes it does happen for the Vanquish Show Canine deck. Such a shame for Julian that it happened in game 2 of the finals. Yeah, he just needed to hold for one more game of those clean, beautiful Vanquish Show hands he's been oh, weekend long, or at least order today, but this time he gets to go first. He gets that first bite of the cherry. Goes, and Chinese is gonna go out. He's not gonna rely on
El primero tal vez sea una posibilidad, siempre y cuando le salga el engine. Ah,
Start playing and see where it takes him.
But again, I want to stress just how much this match
matters to both, especially to Palma, has already been to 2 finals, one on the YCS, one on his own national championship, and such a beautiful ending to that game, doing the same play that costed him the final, something like yes, against Samir, with that book of eclipse to play around me, Piro, learn from the Frenchman here in Paris, and now doing it to another Frenchman against him. So, who is going to take it? I have absolutely no idea. Julian, I can't.
está reñido, está asustado.
Yeah, it's going
To
to
come down to this
final game.
games. If anything like game number 1, Julian.
Y va a ver si le sale engine al maje.
From becoming a world champion.
Y
Now that the side decks are involved, things could get
las interrupciones que le puedan salir.
They could absolutely, and especially because I
Right.
mean, I don't know if Tom
Might have jinxed it, but he did mention, talking about our semi-finals, that we might just see another draw and lock.
Yeah, here we are. There.
Yo pensé que iban a hacer el duelo por el tercer lugar,
We talk about these
pero
canine cards.
pues vamos que no. Ojalá estar jugando ahorita.
Interactions, but if you activate draw and lockbird, all of a sudden, maybe
Maybe
you
you
can't
use
Ripper
Ripper.
anymore. Maybe you can't use
Joe
Joe
anymore. Maybe you
can't use
use Lantern. So
here
here we go. This is a part of the consistency plan. We have talked about it. Julian, unique take on the Vanquish K9 deck. Multiple copies of a case for K9, but that plays right into that roll and lock bird. Will that be a liability now that they walk into game 3? Will he find some help from the side decks, and also could we see some other side deck options from Tom going second, creating those fields, using those spells, or will it just be something similar to what we're witnessing game 1, with just the unbreakable opener by Julian?
Yeah, either way, we have an amazing story that's going to play out. We're either going to have our first EU world champion in decades, or we're going to have the 3rd year in a row that North America is going to walk away with that world's title. Which one is it going to be?
I've been moments away from finding out for sure.
Que no se sienten esos majes, tienen muy buenas sillas y están ahí de pie como vamos. Tienen que ser majes.
Two finalists at the World Championship.
So, para mi amiguito, el Pancho.
Well, you hear the chanting from
Dígame usted, señor, para que pueda pasar Hollow Knight.
deservingly in this final and to fight through 25 other duelists, but now it's down to 2 remaining ones, and it's 2 best players in the world this year. What a season they've had, and can they claim themselves? Can they take that trophy standing right next to them? It's almost to the point where you can reach your hand and touch it, but will it be yours? Can you bring it home?
Yeah, it all comes down to this.
Saludos, fe.
final game of the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship. And this year did not disappoint. There've been
Such a variety of decks. Some of the best plays I have seen from some of the best players. It's just been absolutely incredible. I'm a bit sad it's going to end, but I'm also excited to see which one of these 2 amazing duelists will be crowned the Yu-Gi-Oh! World.
Los sueños, ¿no? Me costé tarde ayer para dejar la transmisión corriendo.
After this World Championship
Starts a brand new season with a lot of events already announced, both in the NAWC region and also over here in Europe. And as soon as in a couple of weeks, we have plenty more YCSs. It never stops.
The 300th YCS is coming up in this next season. I will be celebrated all around the world like the World Championship. But this is going to be the last game for this weekend.
Absolutely. So thank you, of course, guys, all the way home and all over the world following us in different social media pages. And of course, thank you especially to you guys who decided to come to Paris to watch this live. But now, as we have been waiting for the 14th match of this weekend of TCG action, is now down to 1 more game between these 2 amazing duelists. Is it gonna be Julien? Is it gonna be Tom? Or is gonna be your world champion? Let's find out.
Último duelo, pues. Vamos a definir quién gana aquí. Luna Light, Vanquish Soul. ¿Quién va a ser el campeón?
of the World Championship. The players are going to draw their last hands,
Julian will be starting off this duel.
Yeah, that Vanquish Soul Canine deck is so intimidating to play against going first, and we're looking at that hand, and it looks absolutely perfect for Julian. All the Vanquish Souls, all the Canine Monsters. Can Tom say anything about it? It's so promising, but we have talked about that little sneaky zero attack, zero defense, level 1 wind monster spellcaster. Is it gonna be there? Do we see the drawn unlock? But we start things off with Olis.
Olisu. Los Mars. Bueno, vamos a ver qué hace. Ok, Stake Your Soul. Mad Love. Ok.
Dr. Madlove.
Not quite the fire you
Usually prefer to open with, it's gonna be...
¿Por qué me convocó en normal a la Mad Love primero? Para no perder la normal. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely everything Julian could need right now. Maybe
Gonna go into this line where you search, and then you have Heavy Borger already on the field to draw an extra card if you get hit by draw on third. Very heads up play, having seen Tom already play it in the previous semi-final. But still with Razen, and we have the Fire Monster, Water, and all of the different Vanquish Soul as mentioned.
Is there a little charming?
As I certainly know how charming they already activated Stake Your Soul. Let's see what Juliet has to do.
Next up, what does he have?
Yeah, GLL. That's it better. Another Fire Monster into his hand. He has got a Razen already. Here comes Cage for Canine. This is going to be the first time he adds a card to his hand. Will there maybe be a draw on Lockbird for Tom? But at the same time, we add a chance here to stop the draw and lock with the Reaper if we wanted, I guess. So let's see, even if that is going to be the case. There was a different line possibly for Julian, but not quite. We are not going to see any...
I'm just up his hand. What kind of interaction does he have? Does he have anything in response?
1, 2, 3, 4 summon ya.
This might be some mind game.
Más,
Of
ok.
course, we are about to be on 5 salmon, so
Nibiru, the primal being, should be a consideration. You do not know if it's in the deck.
Vale, tenés que poner ahorita el... Tenés que poner a las...
Start is going to add a copy of Xiaolong from the deck to the hand.
And
Tenés que poner a Reaper.
Incredible opening hand for Julian. All engine, all gas, no brakes. Gonna
search another card in the alone. We're going to be able to search the trapped in this source.
Sí, puedes buscar con Diablo.
do you play around this Nibiru? Of course, we can start
Starting off, revealing both Fire Master, adding yet another card. Sometimes he has gone for the Snow Devil right away, for going the Vanquish Soul Star Factor. Is he gonna do it?
O sea, ti tienes que poner a la Reaper
a lot from Tom.
para protegerse de ese Nibiru.
And it is Julian playing it
Ah.
safe, just adding directly the
The
Vanquish Soul
Okay.
Devil, and then most likely
We are gonna see the Reaper as the 5th summon. Yeah, that's a bit
For real?
And so, yeah, it's
so
probably there's too to search this.
Perfecto, quita la Holy. Añade. Ya tiene los tazos, así que se puede añadir a Joker. Que no tiene Joker ya.
Okay,
se añade Lantern. Ya tiene a Joker probablemente en la mano. Pero. Ok, por la rota. La toca añade la Harlow. Ah, no, la Holy Suf. Perfecto de Joker. Sí, muestra ya Lord. Ajá. Es lo más lógico. Perfecto de Joker para añadir Izuna.
Yeah, I also think
Yeah, the Stake Your Soul is kind of just an Ash Blossom check, trying to get Tom to use it as it wouldn't stop. And
No se nota cuando declara los efectos, pero bueno.
as you've
Pero
mentioned,
sí añadí zona.
the bluff also because he didn't reveal the Razen on purpose. You know, he revealed the Dark
So that maybe your opponent thinks,
thinks,
okay, you don't have Razen, I might use that. But not quite the case here.
Vamos a ver a Nash.
Skills you can have to make it to the World
Championship
Championship,
knowing
knowing how to do things
Ya
like
tiene la
that.
trampa, así que
Change the perception of your opponent with the cards in your hand based upon how you play them in the order in which you do so.
So,
no me gusta cómo barajan estos madres, bro. Ya, supongo que lo hacen para no mostrar las cartas, pero para el randomize más preciso, pero
Next up, what is he gonna do after this shuffle is over with?
There
Goes
goes
that reveal.
He's
it's just gonna
Not even know that.
ya sabe todo. Pues.
Fair enough, but yeah, you revealed the entire end as you can see
See
from
from
Tom.
Tom.
Para la Lorna,
Draw, and then we might get into those Nash Knights
It's
that
that
have
have
been
been
sí, ¿no?
consistently applying
applying
pressure
pressure
on
on
Julian's
the side of the
field
field while the entire weekend.
Dash Knight.
Maybe even a draw Lockbird off the top.
I kind of thought it was the same
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I had that
Same
But I had the same feeling about that.
Just
But
don't have to stay.
Pero Nash,
very good against Luna Light, but we're not sure if that is
The
the
card he
that
drew
you're
indeed, but
getting.
Nest Knight
Yeah.
having it down
It's going
to
break
make up into the chaos version, attaching the number C104 so he can special summon out number C104 the Raven.
And indeed, that
perfecto. Pero se tiran a Force Release.
Also being destroyed here.
Getting the force
Se
release.
tira la trampa.
Exact opening in
Bueno,
the
puede
last
ser
round.
Lantern.
Julian is gonna get the heavy burger
Pero
back
tal vez
in
lo va a
the
dejar
game.
para-
That's yet another card. Obviously, that's no devil. And I think, yeah, it's triple checking.
checking
Ever done
everything
everything
right.
And
Podría
yes,
ser- sí,
all
tiene
things
Droll
are right
en la mano.
because It was indeed the card we feared must have stopped. And might
But
have
stop
Julian.
Julian. There's someone in this tournament who's played tons of going second cards. We see Dark World and all. We see Boogie Legends. In top card, we see also this is called by the grave. He has the opportunity to have 20 cards in his hand.
Sí, si tiene Call by the Brave en la mano.
Battle here from the beginning.
I feel like
those matched from, you know, back in.
Tiene Droll en la mano, o sea, podría hacerle.
I don't think Tom is running any of those in his deck.
I see Willie in the front row. Maybe he could lend him one of those evenly matches.
Yeah,
throw
throw one at Tom. He's gonna need a combination of cards here, but he didn't have any responses during the turn, so there's a chance that a lot of his cards in hand are these going second options. Look at this 6 cards in hand from Julian, a full field of threatening interruptions. Can Tom pull this miracle off?
Need to be a miracle. Let's see how he's going to start things off. He's going to need something useful. With the Umbral Horror is going to be so Dark World and Lore would be a start. Does he have it? Does he have Book of Eclipse? Does he have Heavy Polymerization? Does he have...
Thank you for the follow.
Oof, which, I mean,
Grandes
I
alertas.
think is most likely, you know, the card he just picked up per turn. It might have made a lot
Of a difference if it was in the first
five.
5.
The next card's Foolish Burial, so no board breaking cards just yet.
So it doesn't really do all that much because it Foolish Little Goods might have helped, but you have that Reaper ready to put in check anything that is gonna be set for the graveyard.
Julian with 6 cards in the hand.
Todas las alertas no es la normal.
Face it down. The Vanquish will start in that field spell zone and
Gonna send Yellow Martin
so
to
it'll
activate the effect to add a
spell.
This seems just like it's a card that you might as well get, and it's literally on the card maybe if
¿Ah? ¿Vamos a probar?
Triple tactics card.
No, pero tendría que salir ese.
Maybe just stop Tom from having any possible outs, but I agree
Really
with
much,
Marcello,
that's-
to negate something.
Maybe he wants to resolve his draw Lockbird as its first monster effect.
Yeah.
Tom, fuck. Maybe here Julian does in fact have goal and
and we
Lockbird.
find the call by the grave because we might be months away from
Droll.
monster from Julian.
Droll.
Are we gonna
Droll.
see it?
Tíralo. Tíralo.
There it is.
It's
Draw
gonna be
and
Droll
Lockbird.
Hey.
And you see
Dedo.
Tom looking to
Dedo.
try an amazing opening and an absolutely devastating blow.
Si no hay dedo más,
That card-
está working.
that card losing
Bueno, no
Lockbird
working,
very
puede hacer
destroyed
algo,
by
pero...
Luna Light was a great pick, but Julian smart enough to include Joel and Lockbird in his side deck.
He has
Que sí.
mentioned he tried to include cards that could cut
Got
a lot
a
of
other decks maybe not using those artifact
Lancia,
Lancia, but just grind it out. And now, after the draw the lock result, Tom is able to conceding.
Like the judges are just having a quick discussion with our players. The play will continue here shortly.
Pause. Okay.
I'm not sure what this discussion is quite about just yet.
It could be a discussion on whether this is, an open game state in terms of technically we could have, the chance to activate spell with action. Maybe that was what was unclear between the two players. I'm totally, throwing a blind guess there. So there is a possibility, but no, I think all that's happening is that Julian is asking for a translation, which makes a lot more sense. And just asking about this Lunalite fusion full text, with for anyone too unfamiliar with, allows you to use extra deck materials if your opponent controls a monster special summon from the extra deck.
But is it 51 extra? Only so if he has 3 Lunalite monsters in his hand, he could use the Leo Dancer plus 3 Lunalite. She summoned Migrant Dancer, which would be unaffected by all of these cards that Julian has.
That would be amazing.
There's another scary possibility for Julian, and no real way to stop this Lunalite as far as I know. So, yeah, I just have to deal with it.
I don't know, in that case, if Tom ever gets a way out because of that, I think Julian's gonna think about not using that Reaper for a long time. In the end, it seems like, that's the time down.
The proficiency, maybe get a Leo Dancer, but
Ahí está difícil para el Lunalite. Con el troll y lo que tiene en el campo más está heavy. Está difícil.
The Silverhound will be able to special summon from the deck since it was sent to the graveyard by card effect. So
he's going to opt to use a monster from his deck instead of the extra deck. There's only going to be 2 materials here. We can add an Emerald Bird.
That's rough. It's to mean that we don't have monster and because we can't add cards. We cannot get that, perfume.
Yeah, that drawing Knockbird is the last thing Tom wanted to see without having any interaction. The Fluwall is probably being that 6th card on the top deck, just really.
It's even one more card that doesn't do anything now that from the lock is there. You don't even get those extra draws with the chains.
You didn't have to remind me about that. Julian, waiting to see what is going to happen from the chain.
Tienen aquí este lado. ¿Qué más no tenía un monstruo más en este campo?
We just have everything available. As you can see, Izuna is there.
Ah, el Borger. Ah, pero el Borger es un Stick Your Soul, cierto.
Every interruption in the end is available from Julian. How can
Tom
Tom
pull
pull
this miracle off?
Yeah, he's going to be able to get some monsters with the Emerald Bird to get back to the graveyard.
Okay.
But just don't know if it's going to be enough. He also still has the Yellow Martin in the graveyard, which can summon himself back by returning the Lunalite card. This that would wait. I'm just a lighter chick, maybe. Lost product can be something like the wolf. So it's just difficult to figure out.
And now the access this Lunalite Tiger usually placed in the pendulum zone. This time is gonna make an appearance in the main master zone.
First time, yeah, we see Lunalite Tiger there in the main monster zone. Kind of funny.
Is the bird at it? Our part. That's the idea, but it's mon.
No leer qué dicen los audífonos del maje.
Interruptions seemingly on Julian's side.
I think that's this is
Enough, que lea las cartas y ahí está en la final, están 1-1.
Such amazing duels from both sides throughout all of
this weekend, but now we're not to this one, and Storm seems like he's just
¿Le no va a negar?
So the Umbral Horror is going to
The
negate
game effect is to take a random card out of Tom's hand and have his life points. is quite the interruption right there.
Let's take a look at this title.
Guys decide it's gonna be 2-3 the middle card. Oh, wow. I don't know.
He can't even use it.
Use it when there are life points. This.
Oh yeah, those life points already have the Uncle Horror Masquerade, just an excellent card against heavy polymerization, unironically.
Wow.
Does he, yeah,
This is, I don't know.
I don't know what how Tom might come up with. This has to be absolutely tough. He can bounce back the target, but here comes the forced release.
First release.
The Ripper into the werewolf,
And then destroy it. The back to the extra depth.
Again, rises. Ripper turns into a werewolf.
2 more poison and if you activate any of them, the werewolf can get rid of it. And there it is, gonna show the full end from Tom. What is he gonna reveal? Perfume? Oh, the
Throw my right. Yeah. Both these parts, the thrust won't be able to add. The Lulite perfume won't be able to add.
down to the last effect in this Tiger.
gonna bring
Ay,
back
bueno,
Bill
Vanquish.
Martin with the Tiger.
Y en la encuesta que hice, solo había una persona que escogió Vanquish.
Yeah, there's no devil is there, as well as Oli Su, so
still the interruption and not end for Julian. And here comes Oli Su.
And
That's it. Julian, that is your 2025 TCG World Champion. Not starting next year. The split at the line at the start, you're the ones in the taking it off with better holding away from the NAWC or now representing Paul for the NAWC. Attention, dealers! We have a block.
Give it up for Julian Keon!
Congratulations! Congratulations to the
nivel, Mike? ¿Qué nivel?
You have secured the world championship. Julian, come and collect your trophy. Give it up for Julian Keon, your world champion for 2025!
¿Qué nivel, Mae?
Come and join me back here. You can tell the emotion is here. You've been very calm, collected, but confident.
El mundial, Mae,
Have been loving you, and
Huh?
you are the TCG World
Se llama Julian, el Mae anda jugando el mismo deck que yo juego. Le hizo huevo el Mae.
I don't even know what to say. I
Huh?
feel ecstatic right now. I don't even think it hit me yet.
Oh.
Now
This is your moment. Is there anybody who would like to thank or just give a shout out to who has helped you on this journey to become the world champion? Yes, for sure. So first, foremost, I want to shout out my girlfriend, Sarah Lynn. She's been here. Like,
Ahora Yuri que se baña y tiene novia.
Next, I want to shout out my boy Jesse. This guy, he's been like
staying up every night with me, Tess, like making sure all the work is done. Like testing with me the whole way. And like also I want to shout out Triff and Volaro specifically because 2 days before the event, they helped me fix my list because I don't think it was that good before. Sticker start for the noses.
今一番感謝を伝えたい人はまずこの場に一緒に来てくれているガールフレンドのセリーさん、そして、母国で一緒にずっとプレーをして、今もずっと連絡をしてくれているジェシーさん、そしてこの大会で出会った、全てのデイリストたちに感謝を伝えたいと思います。
Now, lastly, there are probably duelists all around the world who one day will follow in your footsteps and become a world champion. Do you have any advice for them at home? Just keep up the work, play as much as you can, and like one day you'll be here. Oh, congratulations. I'm going to let you lift that trophy one more time because you deserve it. The new
World champion, Julian Keon!
Qué nivel, man, qué nivel. Bien ganado, la jugó buena. Sí, tal vez tuvo suerte en la otra que le salió el TCG, pero la supo jugar, la supo jugar. Y el dado, el dadazo, o sea, como el de Pokémon.
Congratulations, Julian.
Ese dadazo fue por the win.
Ceremony where we're going to get all of our duelists up
Onto the stage to celebrate our champions. But before we do that, we have a couple of extra little promotional bits and updates for you. One of which we hope that you have all been enjoying the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, The Chronicles promotional short anime series. So here is a look at the final episode from The Fallen and the Virtuous.
Qué nivel, papá. Salen los tours. Fíjate, solo me he visto el primero.
We're also excited to show you a sneak peek of what's coming next.
Van a hacer la serie de las Chalmers. Esa estaría buena. El Lord de Samael. Ese no está mal, el Lord de Samael.
Well, we'll be featuring Spirit Charmer's cards. Now, that marks the end of our announcements and our updates, which means it's time for us to get in to our closing ceremony, where we get to celebrate all of our duelists and our champions here at the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2025. Starting with your last duelists. Come and join me up on the stage. All of these duelists for the digital title worked very, very hard to get here. They're including the champion. And they're going to come up and stand. Come and join me, all of you. Don't be shy. These guys are going to join me on the right. And that means next is your Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Spirit Duelists.
Anyway, man.
Congratulations to all of the Speed Duelists who made it to the World Championship, but also to our winner as well, who managed to secure a World Championship. We're welcoming them all one by one up onto the stage. Join us back here. Up next, please welcome your Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists.
Vamos para acá, pelados.
These Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists have made it all to the World Championship 2025 on that digital title for the third time ever. They get to be celebrated up here along with all of their other victors as well. All of our duelists have very, very much deserved their place on this stage. And maybe one day, those of you watching at home here in the audience, or even on our stream, might be joining us on this big stage one day.
Ahora tienes que mover a los primeros. Chela, date para allá y mover los primeros.
Deserve your applause, because they have worked very
A ver, qué montón. Ahí va Jesse Cotton.
We still have a few more, but we've got one more category left
to join us up on the stage. Just a few more Master Duelists, and now, last but certainly not least, please welcome to the stage, your TCG.
Eso es lo importante, a nadie le interesan los otros. Los de TCG y OCG son los importantes.
Championship 2025, and it's been an incredible experience. We've seen some amazing feature matches as part of this entire celebration, and we've crowned some victors as well. Very shortly, we're going to announce each and every one of them individually. They're almost all here. Keep that energy going for the legend duelist. So, we're going to celebrate each and every one of them. So, it's time to talk about your champions for 2025. Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Team's lost to champion. Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Team's your champion.
Pero le agarró la loquera.
Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Team victors. And last but certainly not least, he's only just been crowned and he's joining us here right now. TCG and SCG, the 2020. Congratulations to all of our champions.
Bien ganado, bien ganado.
It's got to be from our World Championship 2025. Thank you.
Huh? No.
Distinct colleagues who have joined me on the stage here, our spectators in the venue, all of you watching.
¿Quieres bajar?
For the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships 2025. But we
You
have
know what to tell you, because we can't wait to see you next year. But where is that going to be? Let's take a look.
Aquí, maje. Déjame aquí. Japón. Ya, sí, Japón. Va a ser en Japón de nuevo, entonces. Sí. No parece raro que fuese en Japón. Latinoamérica, man. Latinoamérica.
Tokyo, Japan for the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships
2026. And we can't wait to see all through this next season. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us at the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Series. This is the end. Take care, goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
En la lista, maje. En la lista. ¿Dónde está la lista? ¿Ah?
Nos quedamos esperando la lista, pues. Ya sabemos que el Vanquish Soul jala, como dice mi doña, el deck jala, yo no. Pero en la lista. A ver, ya saben, pongan su comentario ahí. El caballito vomitando. Porque no hay lista. Más ya lo voy a poner yo también. Ah, no puedo poner imágenes en los comentarios. Ahora tenemos un gato. Este gato tiene las patas mojadas. Vamos a esperar, tal vez aún sale la lista. Están esperando las escenas post crédito. Bueno, como había dicho, aún no se vayan porque tengo que revisar quién se ganó el pack. Y creo que en realidad solo habían 2 personas anotadas en la encuesta. Y si no estoy mal, este personaje era yo, así que... A ver, ¿dónde está? Ah. Igual ya le había tomado un screenshot de las personas que habían votado. Vamos a ver. Entero. Ok, entonces básicamente las únicas personas que votaron por Vanquish Soul K9 para la final como ganador fuimos yo y Sergio José, perdón, Quintero Bermúdez. Así que Sergio José Quintero Bermúdez se gana su sobrecito de Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Limited Pack. Así que, Sergio, si ves esta publicación, si ves esta transmisión, mándame un mensaje para yo poderte mandar tu sobrecito. Si en dado caso no responde en un par de días, pues se va a volver a hacer una rifa para él. Así que, gracias a todos los que se pasaron a ver la transmisión. Espero que les haya gustado. Este ha sido el final del World Championship 2025 en París. Y tenemos como ganador de este año a Vanquish Soul K9. Me alegra y al mismo tiempo me da tristeza porque muy probablemente van a matar al deck, así que me va a tocar volver a jugar Blue Eyes. Pero ahí estamos. Así que espero que lo hayan disfrutado y nos vemos en la próxima. Bye.